is still doing that will he or won't he dance with the Chicago Bulls. And look, there is a strong D-Wade would never leave the Heat camp. But if you're in it, you might want to go sit yourself down next to the KD will never leave the Thunder people, because once there is a meeting, there is always a possibility. Of course, the Heat could stop all of this with their own meeting, and it's not a coincidence Heat owner Mickey Arison Instagrammed this photo today. He's on one of his boats lurking offshore from the whole scene, and if he does sit down with Dwyane as expected, here is what I would urge him to remember. The Miami Heat have won 3 of the past 11 NBA titles. 3 of 11! That is more than Tim Duncan's Spurs or Kobe Bryant's Lakers or anyone else in that span. And they did that, at least in part, by charging Dwyane Wade's credit card. Over and over, they asked Wade to sacrifice in order to win. The man has never been their highest paid player. And now the bill is due. Look, I understand the mechanics of why the Heat don't want to pay up. Pat Riley wouldn't be Pat Riley if 3 rings in 11 years was enough. And if the main thing, as Pat likes to say, the main thing you care about is trying to win number 4, it doesn't make sense to overpay your 34-year-old shooting guard when you need that money for other players. I get it. If you are Pat Riley, your obsession with winning means you don't call Wade at 12:01 the night free agency starts because, hey, you are too busy lavishing attention on Hassan Whiteside and chasing Kevin Durant. But guess what? No matter what happens with Wade, there is no scenario on this earth that makes the Heat the early favorites to come out of the East, much less win the title. So, yeah, it's time for Mickey Arison to step in here and do what maybe winning-obsessed Pat Riley's DNA just doesn't allow him to do. Take the hit and pay the man. Decide that having won more than anyone else in the last 11 years is actually enough right now. And do right by the guy who literally spilled his blood on the floor to get you those rings.